Now then, dream expert Ian Wallace is back to take your call. Loads of you we've been inundated with dreams. It's fantastic, Ian. Lots of people want to find out the meaning of their dreams. Let's go straight to Leslie. Is it Leslie first?
Good morning, Leslie.
Thank you.
OK, Leslie,
Good morning.
tell us about your dream, because it sounds very exciting.
Not really. It made me quite upset.
Oh.
I rescued a lion and took it back to my house, but I had a horse and I had a load of dogs. And then when I got home, I thought, oh, the lion, my dogs, my horse, it'll kill them and eat them. So I had to then find somebody to rescue the lion from me. So, and then that's when I woke up, because I was really upset that I tried to rescue something, this animal, the lion, and took it back and all the goodness in my heart, and I couldn't do it.
I mean, it does all sound a bit bonkers, but when you're in it and you're dreaming it and it's happening to you, it's stressful.
Well, it can be stressful, but it's a really powerful dream, Leslie. In fact, it's the 93rd most common dream that people have. So when you create this dream with the lion, Leslie, you're thinking about some proud and courageous act that you need to do in waking life. And it's probably something to do with something creative that you do. So the dog represents some loyalty that you're showing to someone or a situation, and the horse is you trying to harness some creativity or some of your unconscious instincts. So the action from the dream, Leslie, because a dream's just a dream until you put it into action, is to be more proud and courageous in the work that you do, rather than always looking after the needs of other people.
What about the fact, because actually your dream ends where you have to give the lion away?
Yeah, so that's what you do in waking life, Leslie. All the time you feel that you just give your pride and courage away and look after other people, rather than standing up and being proud and maybe roaring a bit and telling people what you really think.
Leslie, does any of that ring true with what you're going through in life?
Very much so, very much so. I think it's the pattern of my dreams, in that my dreams are always negative. It's very, very rare that I ever have a positive, happy dream.
But as we learned earlier on, there's no such thing as a bad dream, and even when you dream of death, it's actually a new beginning. So in a way, what you think is negative probably isn't at all.
It's really positive. It's a really healthy thing for Leslie to do.
There you go, Leslie. Be proud.
Sweet
Get out
dreams,
there.
Leslie.
The Lion, the
Sweet
Witch and the
dreams.
Wardrobe. They do sound crazy when you listen to people say them, though, don't they? Brilliant.
Taylor's on the line now. Good morning to you, Taylor. Hello, Taylor.
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Now, you have a horrible dream, don't you? And this is the one you've been having reoccurring for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
You might want to turn your telly down a little bit there, because I can hear myself coming back.
Or are we dreaming?
Yeah. Can you get someone to turn your telly down for you?
Yep.
Well done. OK,
Right, tell us about your dream then, Taylor.
What happens in this horrible dream?
I'm on a bus and it drives past my stop, and where there's a elderly home at the bottom of like a hill, but I imagine it's a lake, and I'm being driven into it by the bus driver, and I'm trying to swim to the top to get some air, but I'm drowning in it, and then I wake up.
That's a horrible dream. That is a really horrible dream. Drowning.
in
What
the
does that
runaway
mean?
bus.
Yeah, so it sounds like a horrible dream, but it's actually a really healthy and positive dream, Taylor. It's the 8th most common dream, an out-of-control vehicle. And any time you dream about water, Taylor, you're dreaming about your emotions and feelings. So we have all these idioms like floods of tears, I'm at a low ebb, and so on. So there's something happening in your waking life, Taylor, that's quite emotional for you, and you feel that you can't control that emotional situation. So the action from the dream, Taylor, is to make some choices where you actually step in to your life and control it and take some choices that will take you down a path and away from that lake. So just be brave, Taylor, and make some choices, even though other people may think that's the bad thing for you to do.
OK, hope that helps. Does that
Yeah.
sound like that could be true for you? Does that ring true?
Yeah, it does.
How old are you, Taylor?
19.
19. Right, there you go. Very young. It's a positive thing. Take it forward. Be very positive about it. And let's speak to
Thanks,
Emma. Emma, now you've got a dream that you're being attacked by a snake.
Yeah. What happens is I'm looking into a fish tank, and there's this big yellow lizard on a bit of wood in there looking up at me. And I remember thinking, why are you in the water? And then I see this one-eyed crab, and then as I'm looking in the tank, there's a snake, and the snake shoots into my mouth, bites the back of my throat. So I start ripping at the snake, trying to get it off my mouth, and as I'm pulling, it's falling apart. And then I finally get it out, and then I have to take the teeth out of the back of my throat. And then obviously I woke up quite distressed.
So hold on. So it's the teeth of the snake that's gone down your throat. That's what you're pulling out.
In the back.
Right, now.
Please help shed some light. What does that mean? I like the one-eyed crab.
Yes, Emma, this is a great dream, and again, Holly, it's really positive and healthy.
Good.
It's actually the 89th most common dream, Emma, fighting with a snake or being surrounded by a snake, and it's all about a transformation in your waking life where you can shed your old skin and step into a new opportunity. And like in Taylor's dream, water's about your emotions and feelings, and the fish tank shows that you have to contain your emotions and feelings in some way in waking life. The snake going into your throat shows that you have to speak up, and you actually have to show your teeth in waking life, be more assertive and be more confident, Emma. So in your waking life, you have the opportunity to make a transformation and step away from the past and into a new future.
OK. Does that sound
That sounds
true?
very spot on, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
good.
it might make sense of what is a particularly crazy dream.
It is.
What, the one-eyed crab, where's the one?
The one-eyed crab shows that Emma sometimes takes a sideways approach to looking at a situation and tries to shuffle around the side instead of confronting the situation directly.
OK, all right. Well, I hope you have sweet dreams tonight. I want to read this from Sheila. She says she has a reoccurring dream that her mouth is full of gum. No matter how much she pulls out, it never seems to empty. She's been having it once a week for the last few years.
It's the 54th most common dream, and it shows that Emma needs to speak up in waking life. Very often she chokes back what she really needs to say. So rather than sugar-coating everything, she needs to chew the situation over and just spit it out.
But we've had this tweet in here. This comes from the actual Keith Lemon, it says here, the real one. What does it mean when you dream you've got werewolf arms? Nought else but werewolfy arms, like hairy with claws.
That's a great dream. So arms are all about how you can...
That's not in the top 100, though, is it?
Well, it's quite close to it, actually. It's probably in the... It's like the top 101st.
There you go.
Yeah.
He then said, oh, what about a romantic dream with someone you work with? I had a terrifying dream. I had dinner with Fern Cotton.
Right. The
You don't need to answer that.
So the werewolf arms, so your arms are how you control and shape your future. And if you have werewolf arms, then Keith probably has more power than he thinks he does.
What about if you have a naughty dream about someone you're not supposed to be dreaming? Does that mean you're about to have an affair or you fancy them?
No. So just working with the language again. So I call it inappropriate intimacy. Oh. And if you work with the language, when you're with someone, you're procreating or conceiving something. So you're creating some idea or conceiving an idea in waking life, and you're getting much closer and much more attuned to it.
Well, all of your dreams are in your book. I know you've got a book that's got the top 100
Top 100 dreams, yes.
OK, brilliant. So they are all in there. But thank you very much.
Thank you,
was
Holly.
brilliant.